1.
We're going live! It's the Hey Frase podcast. Tune in. Facebook Live right now, 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, every Monday, every Wednesday. And then comment. Tell us everything that's going on in your life.
Comment, like,
heart
us, share us.
Comment, like, share. Every day. Oh my God.
On pop culture news, Sarah, your outfit is like banging today. Seriously, banging. It's a banger.
You're so full of it because you know that you literally came over to my apartment on Saturday and you styled this basically for yourself. And then I just go, oh, you know what? I'm going to need an outfit for Monday. And I'm just literally going to take it.
The funny thing was we were just doing like a thing for a sponsor.
Yeah, Scentbox, right? Scentbox is your first sponsorship. We're not telling Paul. I'm
working
on PS. Paul's going to be so furious because you got a sponsorship before he did. It's your very first endorsement. I think we're going to be telling you about Scentbird and then how you can order and get a discount through Hey Frase and AJ on Wednesday.
Yes.
But we shot some pictures of it so we could do like a whole thing.
Yeah. And we just threw this little outfit together because Sarah has tons of cute clothes. So I was like, this shirt and jeans and then a belt. Super cute. Not thinking she would ever take I would never style this outfit because it's like super cute, but just not wowza enough. But still wowza on you. So you show up today and go, that's very similar.
That is basically saying like,
no, I put this outfit together like it's a basic, like it's like just a cute little, outfit, but you rock it right now. When you came in, and I was like, did we not style that Saturday?
I am a woman, and I've said this many times on the podcast. I've said this many times in my life. I am a woman. I am the Mark Zuckerberg of clothing in the female form, okay? I want to wear the same thing every day. I hire stylists to come shop my closet. I never want to wake up and think, oh my God, what did these earrings go with? Like, how do I put this dress together? No, I want to wake up, open up my phone, go to a little file and scroll through and go, oh, I feel like wearing that today. And then pull it and spend 2 seconds. Because I don't know if you know this, but my life is like a ton of drama. There's so many other places that I need to use my energy.
Yeah, no, I totally get that. Like whenever I watched the movie Clueless and she had the whole like control thing, like she was like, this is what I'm going to wear today. It's perfectly chose out for me. It's awesome. I mean, we spend way too much time thinking of outfits. I know I don't.
I don't care at all. I love to look great, but I don't want to spend 1 second ever.
Yeah, putting it together is time consuming.
Which is why you're amazing. AJ, I love you too. How are you? Welcome to the Hey Frase podcast. I'm Sarah Fraser, your host, along with producer AJ. We have so much to talk about today. There's a ton of topics that I need to get into. I can't even believe Ariana Grande's brother, Frankie Grande. He's happily dating a married couple, 2 guys. I think to myself, I can't keep one man satisfied, okay? I'm a lazy lay. I go to bed at 8. It's so hard to keep one man home. And this guy has got 2 that want him?
I just like saying the word thruple. They're in a thruple together.
Oh, is that what they call it?
Yeah, not a couple. They're a thruple.
Oh my God. Plus, I feel like today we actually have some amazing feel-good stories.
Yeah.
You're going to die about the story about the guy who owns a donut shop in Sacramento, California, and what the residents there are doing for him so he can spend time with his wife who just had a massive aneurysm. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy good.
I love when we talk about feel-good stories just because I feel like the world we're in right now is so hectic, so crazy, depressing, honestly. Tomorrow is, we got to go out and vote. Make sure you do that. It's a lot of pressure. I mean, yes, because I'll be literally castrated if I don't. No, I think voting is such an amazing, amazing thing. We have such an amazing thing. Like, we get the option to vote. It's so amazing, so big. But at the same time, I'm so caught in the middle. Like,
God. I'm going to be really honest, and I know people are going to lose their minds. They're going to just like absolutely troll away for this.
Oh, shit. Here we go. Release the dragons.
I'm going to vote tomorrow, right?
Right.
But I hope there are other people. I'm going to spend some time tonight researching the candidates. Yeah. I hope I'm not the only one. All these celebrities are out there. They do everything. Chelsea Handler's taking off her clothes. Everybody's saying get out the vote. Former President Barack Obama. Okay, yeah, I'm going to go vote, all right? But I hope I'm not the only one who's sitting here. I'm sorry, I work. Like, I'm trying to pay my fucking rent. And yes, I will research the candidates, but I have no clue in Arlington County who I'm supposed to be voting for.
It's on top of everything else we have to keep track of. No, I know. But
People are like, you're so ill-informed.
They do say that. And you start researching, and then you can start talking about it on your podcast.
And Dan, he was like a political, like my boyfriend Dan grew up in politics, like was almost going to go into politics and run people's campaigns. Yeah, that's what he wanted to do.
Well, instead, he's over here doing.
So he knows all the research on all the school board candidates. I'm like, why do I care about the school board candidates in Arlington County? I don't have any kids in schools yet. I don't know who they are.
You're right. It's like, what are those issues that you really need to be thinking about? You don't even have kids.
The thing I know about Arlington, Virginia schools is they didn't change Washington Lee High School's name. That's like the only thing I know.
Yeah, so we really got to put in more time here.
No, I know.
Who's for the environment? Who is?
I don't know.
For the betterment of schools. Who?
Look, I always say to Dan, I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to do this research because I live with someone like you. Like you know it. Right. Why would I spend time researching it?
Right.
You know?
I think you should have your own opinion. But if you agree with it, then yes.
Yeah. And I mean, I'm going to vote independent or Democrat anyway. And I vote women. Hopefully they're good. I don't know. I feel like that's a bad default. Like I just go, oh, female, check. And I think to myself, what if she's the worst candidate of all? What if she is like anti-abortion, anti-pro, what am I should do more research. But I figure, Democrat, independent, how bad can they be?
Well, we're here to say go vote. And hopefully you're more informed than we are.
You know what? As your local DC celebrities, we want to remind you tomorrow to get out and vote because it's so important. It is your right. As Oprah Winfrey said, it has only been 100 years since women got the right to vote, and you have to do it for your ancestors, your great grandmothers. And I know that they. But then I think to myself, when she says stuff like that, I don't know that they were that upset because back then you'd have to ride 100 miles on your horse.
It was exhausting.
Were they really that upset? I mean,
They were dealing with other problems. Did they even know
that it was the day to vote? I mean, the newspaper gets there like 3 days later.
On carrier pigeons. It was a little late, I feel like back then the communication, now we're just inundated with. Okay, so go vote. We got feel-good stories for you. We're very excited for them.
And we are. We're your local celebrities here to definitely throw our absolutely.
Local celebrities.
Yeah. Well, it's just that time of year where every celebrity is like, get out the vote. And you're like.
Alana Glazer, she's like the biggest one.
What did she say? Here's my thing is I can't stand. I think it's great. I'm going to vote 100%. But I feel like all these celebrities should post their voting records. Like, really, have you been voting for the past 10 elections? Like, I want to see proof that you voted.
Get your records out.
Yeah.
What is Carfax?
I'm certainly not going to post mine because there have been some off years. So I'm not going to post. If I'm being truthful, what do you want me to do?
Last voting, I was in Corning. Because I moved to a really small town and I didn't do my moving, whatever, you have to register to vote in that.
Yeah.
Or get an absentee.
They have to send you an absentee ballot, yeah.
Exactly. So that was far too much. I didn't even know what that was. They don't teach you that. So I Instagrammed this picture of go vote. It was on some cute little cafe sign and I Instagrammed it and people, all my friends were like, you bitch, you don't even vote yourself. I was like, all right. Okay. Everyone relax. But truthfully, I didn't vote that time, and I learned my lesson. It's an amazing. What word am I looking for? Amazing honor? No,
it is an honor. It is an honor. I saw too over the weekend. People were telling their stories of the very first time that they voted, and it was really cool when you turn 18 and you can buy cigarettes and vote. Right. It's an awesome feeling. You're like, okay, I'm getting there. Especially for myself. I wanted to be.
You can vote and you can smoke.
I went and got a pack of cigarettes, and I voted for my first president.
And some lottery tickets.
Yeah, and some lottery tickets. It was a great feeling.
Freedom, America.
Freedom. I mean, best country. I mean, I love it. And I just,
Smoke, gambling, and
what else? Yeah. Anyway, so you guys are probably very informed. If you're watching on Facebook, are you voting tomorrow? Have you already voted? And are you aware of everybody locally who you should be voting for?
And if so, just shoot me a message on Instagram. Let me know who you're voting for.
And if you live in Washington, D.C. or Arlington County, can you tell us who we should be voting for? We would love that. Sorry, we're always honest on this podcast. Okay, seriously. When you tune in, seriously, we are radically transparent. It's all about entertaining you, inspiring you, or horrifying you. It's one of those 4 categories. So hopefully we've covered them all. I have to say hi to Janine. She hopped on Facebook this morning. Renee is on. Matte is on as well. Thank you guys for being on the Facebook. And by the way, I want to thank a couple of sponsors and let you know today when you share the podcast. Yesterday we gave away gift certificates to West End Plastic Surgery. Mary. I'm all about the Botox, and you can just like the facelifts, like just keep me young, okay? But this Thursday night, Monique Samuels, who is one of the stars of Real Housewives of Potomac, she is having a live podcast show at AMP in Rockville, okay? And you are going to win right now 2 tickets. You and a friend can go to her live show just by sharing today's episode. We're going to pick a winner tomorrow night, probably around 10 p.m. So if you want to go see her, it's pretty awesome. Her husband, Chris Samuels, is also on it. Allie Jacobs, who is a friend of this show, who's been on. Their cousin Hank, who's hysterical. And it's Not for Lazy Moms podcast. They talk about everything about parenting, relationships, marriage, post-kids, like all that good stuff. So you can see her live. I'm hosting. And then a ton of the Real Housewives are going to be live on stage with Monique as well. Ashley Darby will be there and Michael Darby. I can't wait to see them. Ooh. I haven't seen them since all the drama went down about
a lot of drama.
Michael Darby, yeah. Which everything was dropped, so that wasn't really true. But anyway, and then Karen Huger will be there, and that'll be really fun.
Great event.
Yeah, I've got to pick her up because she doesn't have any money, so I've got to actually go get her and then go and host the event because she's so broke.
Oh yeah, with whose car? Dan's?
No, I'm kidding. I'm going to get fired from this before. No, be sure. I love Karen Huger. We all joke. We know she's not broke. We know she's not bankrupt. Monique has defended her many times on the show. So share the podcast episode right now on Facebook from my Hey Frase podcast page. If you are listening to us post our live Facebook show, you can go back. You can go to Hey Frase podcast on Facebook. Share today's episode. You'll be entered to win 2 tickets, and I'll see you on Thursday night. Also, we have to thank Dr. Mintz, who is one of the sponsors. He's a medical marijuana doctor, and this is just in. He's certified not only in Maryland, but now in D.C. So for all of you D.C. listeners, for a one-time $250 fee, most of that is reimbursed to you by your insurance company. You can go see Dr. Mintz. If you're suffering from depression, anxiety, migraines, you could be qualified to be a medical marijuana user. It's amazing because medical marijuana does not interfere with most other medications. That's one of the reasons. It doesn't have some of the crazy side effects that a lot of these medications have, and it's incredibly safe. Go see Dr. Mintz. He's in Bethesda, Maryland. You can make your appointment, and you definitely need to tell him that the Hey Fresh podcast sent you. It is drmintz.com. Go to his website, make an appointment. He's also a concierge doctor. So basically that means too, if you want, every month you pay a fee, you can go and have unlimited doctor's appointments, access to him 24/7 if you have any medical conditions. drmintz.com. Total Dental Care MD. We also love them, and Dr. Mary Alexander and her team. They are a full stop dental shop. That means from kids to adults. You can also go see them because they're offering a $99 total dental care. I just made my appointment. I'm going. I have periodontal disease. If you have periodontal disease like I do, it can lead to a ton of things, including birth defects, gum disease, diabetes, heart disease. Your mouth is like the gateway to the rest of your body, which people I don't think know. They don't think, know. I can get away with not flossing. But it's like, once you do that, then like all that tartar is like building up in your heart.
Gotta brush your teeth. Gotta floss.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's exactly like that because I'm not really the doctor. But anyway.
No, but it's like all your veins are like right here. It goes directly into all your stuff, your heart, That's all I know.
What I love about Dr. Mary is, one, she's a female-owned business, and two, she and her partners got together to create Total Dental Care in Gaithersburg, Maryland, because they wanted to put service first. They wanted to put the patient first and not be moving you in and out. And that's why we partnered with her, because she's an incredible dentist. So she'll take your little kids all the way to adults. So make your appointment, TotalDentalCareMD.com. Take advantage of that $99 special. And then tweet us your smile. I want to see your teeth. I enjoy and I always like whitening people's teeth. Like I always try to hold Dan down and try to whiten his teeth. Is that really weird?
What do you guys use?
I use everything actually, but you've been with me because Dr. Mary looked at my teeth and she's like, you've used way too many teeth whiteners. Everything. Like in high school,
strips.
In college, I made my mom buy me the trays. Like I had the $350 trays, and then they would be like, only put them on 2 hours a day. I'd like load it for like 8 hours.
Oh my God.
I was obsessed with white teeth. Dr. Mary told me I have like too much enamel gone.
She can tell, that the enamel.
And then I had read that you could make your own teeth whitening with strawberries, like crushed strawberries. And she said, don't ever do that. So please do not take my medical advice on this show.
We're like, rub your teeth with charcoal, rub your teeth with strawberries.
No, she says, don't do that. I know. Clay's saying the red leather motorcycle jacket that AJ is wearing is kind of hot.
Thanks a lot. A lot of people say I look like Michael Jackson.
And also, Vina says that I need dentures and can't afford them. Vina, I'm telling you, you should go talk to Dr. Mary because Mary will work it out with you. She does with tons of patients. If you can't pay, you still need to make an appointment. They will figure it out. She's that good. So you should definitely reach out to her, Vina, for sure. AJ, it was quite, I feel like in a way, I hope that I don't drive you crazy on our days off because yesterday Dan and I invited you to brunch and then I felt like it was the weirdest brunch of all time and that you must think like, what do you really think about us? Do you think we're really weird together? You can be honest.
No.
I won't let Dan listen to this episode.
Okay, great. I love you guys. It's just so interesting to me how people end up together. But then I look at my own relationship and I think, you know what? You have to have a balance because you and Dan are so funny and different together. Like you'll be crazy and then he'll bring you back down. He'll be like, yeah, I don't think we should be really talking about that. Like he's just so much mellower, so much down to earth. And then, we're ready to order and like you're like, oh no, AJ needs another second. He goes, okay, well I guess I won't order. Like you're like, well, sit down.
I'm like, you can't order now. AJ like doesn't know what she wants.
No, it was hilarious. You guys are just. I think you need to have kids. I think it's time.
Why do you think that we need to have a kid? What do you think that will do? Like,
spice up your life. You guys go to bed at 8:00 every night. Like we also saw each other Saturday. Spoiler alert: Sarah and I spent every waking moment. Like we're working Saturday, then we go to brunch Sunday. Like we didn't spend enough time Saturday, so we had to extend it and do a brunch Sunday. But like what? Yeah, so you and Dan I left around 6 p.m. on Saturday, and they were like, "Oh, do you want to like come to dinner?" Oh, you know what? Forget it. We're gonna be in bed. Actually, you don't want to be with us in PJs.
We invited you, and then we uninvited you. It was so embarrassing. It was like, Age, like we're gonna get something for dinner. Do you want to go? And you were like, no. I was like, no, stay. And then I was like, you know what? Actually. Why don't you think about let's figure out another time, really? Because we're just gonna.
I like put my stuff down and then picked it right back up. I was like, oh, we're okay. Yeah, we're going. We're heading out now. Sarah pops open a beer, makes me feel like super at home, and then it's like, all right, gotta get out of here.
I'm the worst. Aren't I the worst? I do that with everyone. I'm like, oh my God, I love you. I love seeing you. And then 10 minutes later, I'm like, okay, bye. I know.
I gotta love you and leave you. Yeah, no. So then Sunday we went to this brunch.
That's my famous line always. I always tell people, okay, time to love you and leave you.
You do.
I say that to people all the time because it's true. I love you, but I need to see you in small doses. I've got to love you and leave you.
Yeah, but then I always wonder what you're doing, but really you're just going home to sleep.
Absolutely nothing.
Or watch like Netflix documentaries. So
yes. Oh my God.
You love those.
Oh, I've been watching Making a Murderer 2. You haven't watched that yet, have you?
Not 2.
All right, I'll tell you about that. But I do have to apologize because I feel like at the brunch, it was so crazy. Dan was texting one of his soccer buddies for updates about the game. Poor AJ is sitting there, right? And then I get a phone call from my brother and our little dog, Quinn, who lives at my mom's house, who's like the family dog. He goes, oh yeah, Quinn like sliced up her paws really bad. She's in the doggy emergency. She was like licking her own poop. I'm thinking to myself, can I just enjoy an hour brunch? Like I cannot is anyone else's life like this? The calmest moments for me are at work. Then when I leave here, shit hits the fan. Like
it's so true.
Everybody's like, I'm like, Seth, I'm just okay. All right. So
I find it funny that your brother had to call you like while he was in the like. Why did he have to call you? Couldn't he have waited till like you get a good diagnosis? The dog was not dying. He just cut his paws. Right?
I think that Seth thought she might die. That's why he was calling me.
God, it is okay. And what is your mom in the background saying? Like, Sarah.
I have no idea. Yeah.
Was she there or just Seth was there?
Well, they called me later and they said she was okay. They had to put her out. She really sliced one paw like all the way down. It cut this like, it's just like so much drama. I'm like, oh my God, you guys. Like is there ever a day? Here's little baby. Here's Quinn. She's got her cone head on. Poor thing. And her little cast, her little doggy paw is all adorable. Wrapped up. She is the best, sweetest dog. But I'm like... Are you guys going to be able to keep her alive? Like, my mom does not have good track records with smaller dogs. I'm just like,
you'd think they would get a big dog that's super able to take care of itself.
She had one, and he did, and he never had any injuries until he died, like at 12.
But it's a great life for a dog.
Now she's like, no, I don't want a big dog anymore. I'm like, I think you need a big dog because you can't really handle the little ones.
You live on a lot of land, right? The dog just roaming
like
around.
13 acres. She needs like a big dog that's slow moving.
Yes.
That doesn't really want... Like, I think a bulldog would be great for them because it's like, so fat. Yeah.
They like can't even do anything.
Quinn has way too much energy. Anyway, I was so stressed out. Okay. Thank God she's okay. Anyway.
So yeah, Dan's texting people. The dog is about to die. I'm third wheeling for the 15th time. I love third wheeling, you guys. It's great. I just like to watch your dynamics. Like you guys are like kind of touching each other, which is good. It's healthy for you guys. I was like feeling a little awkward.
Are we too much? Like he has a real problem with that. He thinks I touch him like way too much.
He gets awkward too.
Yeah. Did he get really awkward?
No, it's funny because my parents did the same thing around me. Like my dad would never want my mom to touch him. Never saw them kiss ever. Not one kiss, except on their like anniversary or something. But you guys are the same. Like you'll put your hand on his leg and he'll just like nudge it away. He's like, can we get another drink over here? The apple cider? Yeah, spiked. Okay, great. I mean, literally, that's what was happening. I had a great brunch, and then you guys loved me and left me. You're like, all right, we're going to go this way to the car. Have a nice walk home. I was like, okay. I guess I'll see you then.
Oh my God, I know. It's so bad. It's so bad. Anyway,
hilarious.
Well, you were a blast. I had such a great time.
I mean, I was ready to drink way more. I was like, oh, look at the bottomless brunch. It's $40. We can get endless mimosas.
I was so glad you didn't order that. I was like, I'm not sticking around. Like, she can stay here all afternoon and drink, but I'm leaving. Like, no, I do not want the bottomless brunch anymore. I'm like, 2 glasses of champagne, I'm done.
I mean, you were already on your first and like spazzing out. Of course I was late. So I got there. They had already ordered you guys ordered the dessert first.
Yes.
You guys, when I got there, we had like
the pastry dish.
Yes. It was an assortment of pastries with like all this different stuff. I was like, all right, are we not ordering food? Okay.
No. I needed the pastries first. And I have like diabetes, basically. I've self-diagnosed myself. So like my sugar levels are all over the place. So when you got there, I'd like hit my drunkenness. Like I'd had 4 sips. I was like trash. I was really high. But then 10 minutes later, I'm like, I've crashed and I need to go to bed. Like it's just so erratic.
You were looking a little tired. And then your brother called and all.
Oh, that was it. That was it. Drained me. Anyway, I also am very excited about this pineapple mail that we have. You know, on Mondays, every Monday, we do a pineapple mail at the end of the show. And today is about a woman. She wants to go by the name Diane. And Diane says that she has a friend that does everything that Diane does. Everything. Like if she goes out and buys a new bedspread, the friend goes out and buys the exact same bedspread. If Diane goes on a vacation, this girl goes on a vacation. But then Diane just went and did this to her body. And in less than a week, her friend did the same thing. And she now wants to know if she is a stage 5 clinger. So we are going to discuss that.
Yeah, it's a crazy story only because we need to hear a little bit more of the history. Like I need to hear a little bit more about what was going on in their friendship. But
I think she'll tell you. All right, I want to get to a couple stories because there's a lot to talk about. And then also I'm dying to hear too, like your mom tuned into the show last night on the radio, our Mix 107.3 show. And apparently we're both going to hell.
Yeesh. That's all I have to say. Yikes.
And it's really for anybody listening who, are your parents like uber religious?
Yeah.
Uber strict, but you're not? Like, I bet so many people listening can relate to this story that you're going to share. Because I'm sure a lot of people that listen to the show have very strict parents that have completely different beliefs. And how do you juggle that?
Yeah, I really want people's advice and just how to move on because, and not to say that I'm not religious, but do your parents have really high expectations of you? And whenever you don't meet those expectations, it is like the worst thing in the world and they put it on you and then your entire week is ruined. I mean, it's Monday. I'm already feeling like shit. So let's lift each other up today.
That's a lot of pressure. A lot of pressure. Okay, well, I wanted to start with a video that got a ton of reaction on my social media. I put up over the weekend a video of a guy eating soup out of a hot bar with the ladle. Okay, so I had found this from a woman who shared it, who I actually thought this happened in Northern Virginia. But Inside Edition over the weekend did some investigative work, and they claim that this happened at a restaurant at a Mariano's grocery store. I've never heard of them. In Chicago. It quickly went viral as the man was sampling soup directly from the soup bar.
Sir.
I mean, can you even believe this?
No.
Soup at a buffet. How gross. He was caught on camera slurping 1, 2, 3, 4 times before returning the ladle to the pot. It happened at a supermarket in Chicago.
No.
Okay, but my question is, I've yet to see anything that the supermarket put out. Like,
and no response. Like, we immediately cleared that bowl of soup from.
Well, it's funny because on my Instagram, Wegmans corporate commented, and they were like, we can absolutely say this did not happen at a Wegmans, because a lot of people looked at that and thought that it was a Wegmans.
It looks just like Wegmans. They have that whole buffet thing going on. But by the way, love Wegmans.
Yeah, I do too. And I was thinking the same thing. I was like, oh my God, please do not let this be the Wegmans in Fairfax, or like, I really did.
My luck, it would be.
I know. I thought, oh God, I've eaten there so many times. And if this is, but it isn't. It was in Chicago. Isn't that gross? I mean, come on, who doesn't know that?
But not even for other people's sake, your own sake as well. Like, why would you even want to use that dirty ass spoon in the first place? It's disgusting. And then you think about the other people that are going to use the spoon after you. Now, I'm a serial walk through the candy aisle and like pick up a couple gummies on my way through. Does anybody do the nuts?
No? Well, I do that too. Like, I'll do sampling, like at the nut bar and stuff at Whole Foods. If I'm really hungry, I'll put the thing in and take a little sample of the sesame sticks. Because I always figure I buy so much stuff here anyway. You can give me some free, sesame sticks. Isn't that awful, though?
No, it's not awful. You know what I do? I get grapes, and that's my snack through the whole store. Just a big bag of grapes.
I don't even wash it, right?
Oh, no. I buy it, but I've already consumed half of the bag. I do that with the pickles, the Balducci's pickle bar. So good. I'll just take the tongs and just like slowly put it in my hand. But now I'm not putting it in my mouth, granted. Like, I'm not doing what this guy's slurping the soup, but I'm grabbing the pickles.
Oh, my God.
I'll pretty much take it out if it's in a buffet. You know what? I'm broke. What do you want me to do?
Paul Wharton just joined the live Facebook.
Paul.
And Paul goes, so when I'm on, you make me talk about dick energy. And when I'm at my mom's in Delaware, you talk about soup. Damn you, Fraser.
What do you mean? Why, Paul, you wouldn't even want to talk about this. Like, what are you even talking about?
Oh my God.
Oh, you don't even relate to us. You don't even go to Wegmans and places. You go to Whole Foods. You have a personal shopper for you.
Oh, that's a good point, Paul. When's the last time you've even seen a salad bar?
Thank you. Thank you.
That's the truth. Yeah. And he's always at Sirens. So he doesn't even know. Okay, you know what? I feel so much better now.
Paul, sit your ass back down with your mama.
Oh boy. Oh my God.
I take that.
You don't take it back, though. That's
I
the
love
worst
you, Paul.
part.
I love you, Paul.
You love to give him a hard time.
We had so much fun on Halloween.
Oh my God, that Halloween show last week. I got so many messages, by the way. People were like, that show was fire. I love listening to you guys, but that was it. I mean, we almost really need to bring it like that every week.
I need to dress up as Paul. When Paul's not here, I'll dress up as Paul. Love Paul.
Paul, you're going to hate this story too. Okay, I'm obsessed. There's two really good feel-good stories, and I love this one out of Sacramento, California. Customers are buying out a donut shop early every single day so the owner could be with his sick wife. In Seal Beach, California, Donut City owner John Chen just wants more time with his ailing wife who had a massive aneurysm just a couple of months ago. His wife, Stella, they've owned the Donut City in Seal Beach for 3 decades. He recently refused a GoFundMe. That's when customers have been rallying around him, coming in, buying out all of his donuts. So by 10 a.m., he can close the shop and go spend time with his wife. Is that not amazing? Does that not restore? This is why I say, I always feel like people, they're so generous. I feel like Americans are the most generous human beings.
I don't know if I would give that generalization because there's a lot of stingy ass Americans, but I love to hear these stories.
Oh, I mean, how many people live in this country now? 250 million? Not everyone's going to be sweet.
You're right. I mean, there's some shitty people out there.
But
I love this.
You're talking in the community. Every day, people line up, buy 3 or 4 dozen donuts so they can buy him out and he can spend time with his wife. That's amazing.
Absolutely amazing.
He says it's a blessing, truly. He and his family have been overwhelmed by the support. And they just say that the shop's customers spread the word on a newsletter and by word of mouth. And now every day people line up. Oh my God. Is that not the sweetest?
I want to go. Can we order them online or just don't? I want to give money to this.
Seal Beach, California. I mean, if anyone's listening that to the show
is around there,
yeah,
I'll send you money to go buy the dozens.
Hey, that's so sweet.
I love that.
I know.
See?
Isn't that really good? And the other one that's, given us like complete vagina power vibes, like we are all about this woman, is a single mother of 5, has now passed the bar exam and is on her way to being a full-time attorney. She's a Houston mom. She went viral after she posted the picture in her graduating law school gown and cap. She's been raising 5 children on her own. And when you hear her story, oh my God. First of all, her husband, who is the father to 2 of her kids, died of cancer. Yeah.
Okay.
The whole story gets just like crazier and crazier.
She has 5 kids. She's 33. Single mother.
Single mom. Been raising them completely by herself. Tried to take her own life a couple of years ago because she was so depressed. Yes.
Oh my God.
She was so depressed. Couldn't get a break. And then she just says, she did it. Leisha Champs is her name. And she's been getting a ton of praise. And people, of course, same thing, like the donut guy, have just been reaching out to her to see how they can help. The Houston mom is still required to complete a licensing process to officially practice law in the state. But the hardest part is over. She's 33 years old. After her graduation photos with her 5 kids, she gives credit to her kids, 5 and 14 years old. She says that they would quiz her at night with flashcards as she cooked dinner.
That's incredible.
She also says they would serve as a mock jury.
Oh,
I recently found out that I passed the bar, so now I'm a licensed attorney.
Incredible.
In 2009, Champs lost everything in a house fire. Lost the father of 2 of her children to cancer. Lost her mother after her mom had a stroke. And then in August of that year, she tried to take her own life. She couldn't take it. But slowly over time, she recovered. If God can take a little girl like me who had nothing and put me in a position to where I'm graduating from a wonderful law school in the top 15% of my class, magna cum laude, with 5 children, he can do anything for you, she said. Oh my God.
That is the truth.
Is that not amazing?
Absolutely incredible. That makes me feel like I really got to step my game. I mean, if this woman can do this, literally anybody can. This is incredible.
You know, is that unbelievable?
I better really...
I know if you're
stop complaining about wow, incredible. Look at her kids; they're so beautiful too.
I know she is unbelievably inspiring. I love it. Is that not doing it? I mean, come on. And those kids are so sweet. Oh my God,
under
those
her
little
circumstances,
faces.
I know. Now I didn't even know about her mom, her house burning down, her husband.
Can you imagine? Going through all that? Oh my God, how she finds the strength. But anyway, she's been inundated with messages and job offers. And I mean, she's just like, that is seriously the truth. If you help yourself, man, God will help you. It's just like, I love that. All right. Show's over.
Show's over. Drop the mic. This woman's incredible. What? I don't even have a child. Sarah, you're 36.
Oh, Paul wants to know what the number is to call and he wants to go off on AJ. Actually, can you dial Paul?
I can call him.
Yeah, call Paul?
Oh Lord, this is not going to go well, guys.
Oh my God, he wants to go off on you. Paul, we're getting you on the line and we're going to call you for sure.
Paul, you know what? I'm only giving 1 day a week. You get Wednesdays, I get Mondays. Why are you coming for me today? Is it like, what are you doing in Delaware? We're gonna talk all about this. Can he even put his? We want to do video with him, maybe.
Yeah. Try and hook that up. By the way, and I'll talk about. There's one other story I wanted to get to, and that is. Last week, we also told you, it was the Halloween show, I think, that we told you about a guy named Northie Whitney, who was this hot ass. First of all, I said he was a Marine. Everybody that watched the show, I got messages. They were like, no, he's not. He's in the Army based on his uniform, right?
Yes.
Oh my God, this adorable 8-pack white guy, so cute, looks like he's maybe all of 26 years old. Okay. So he claims that he grew up in the Bethesda area and that his parents, mysteriously died and he is going to inherit their real estate business, right? And he's getting
drop them
as soon as they ask for money, right?
No, get the hell out of there.
But I put that up to see if we could actually identify because this Northie Whitney, we think, is a legit soldier. Okay. The poor guy is probably overseas. He's probably in Afghanistan right now, has no internet access, has no idea he's catfishing the world, right?
So, looking as damn snack as he is.
Oh, he's so hot. Oh my God. So anyway, I put that up and then another listener reaches out and she goes, you're not going to believe this. I am also speaking to Northie Whitney and I have sent him your Instagram story that he's scamming me and he just sent me a video and he says it's not true, that he really exists.
You've just been caught red-handed, Northie Whitney.
Can you believe that?
No, that's actually crazy. I'm so glad we're catching him. But I need to find the real guy and then propose to him. We need to find I want to find the real, soldier.
So do I. I mean, if you've seen his picture, and it's up at heyfrase.com. What?
Luis is shaking his head.
Don't you already have a soldier, AJ?
I do.
Yeah, we don't want to find him for us. We just want to find him for a listener. I mean, he's super hot.
I think our intern's single, so she might be interested.
That's true.
Okay, well, no, everybody that works on the show, I think, except for Luis, is in a relationship. Christina is got somebody. You've got somebody.
Yeah.
I know. Actually, crazy. Paul. Maybe Northie Whitney needs to be with Paul. I know. Can you believe that?
Okay. You know what? Let's get Paul on the line.
All right. Yes. Dial Paul. Let's see if we can get in touch with him. We want Paul. We're calling you. We know you're watching.
Hold on, kids. That's what he said when we were calling Darnell.
Oh my God, that was so good. I want Darnell to call back in. I don't know. Is he answering? Oh, wait, are we Skyping him?
This is a phone call, so it should be a phone call.
Oh, we're calling you right now.
Wally Wall?
He says my phone is ringing. Yeah, it's us.
Lord, Paul, who do you think it is?
online.
Like, what do you mean, Paul?
Oh, he says Paul says his phone isn't ringing because he's got to get on Skype, right? Or that should go right to his phone number.
Okay, you know what? So...
Well, it's fine. While you do that, I'm going to tell you guys about BioClarity. They're our other sponsor today. A lot of you have tried BioClarity and you're loving the all-natural, vegan, never tested on animals BioClarity products. Their clear skin routine is for combination oily or breakout-prone skin. 3 easy steps: cleanse, treat, restore. I've been using it. Absolutely love them, and I'm obsessed with their masks, which I'm also going to tell you about. Contains nourishing plant extracts like chamomile, green tea, cucumber, licorice root, oat kernel plus Floralux from chlorophyll, which is basically all the good energy that replenishes plants and keeps them growing. Helps fight breakouts, soothe skin, minimize redness, reduce pore size, and even skin tone. And you get results, garden lush ingredients, in less than 2 weeks, or in as little as 2 weeks, I should say. Also, they have a clarifying mask, BioClarity's Pure Purifier, even skin tone and texture, and shrinks the appearance of pores, and it won't ever dry your skin. That contains tea tree, aloe, and Floralux, a clever form of chlorophyll, as I mentioned, and is proven for nourishing the skin and soothing away imperfections and blemishes. Now you need to order yours. Go to bioclarity.com. You know my listeners get their first month for 50% off, and their products are already like really well priced, so you can get great products in the $20, $30 range. You don't break the bank. And of course, shipping is free. It comes with a 100% risk-free money-back guarantee, but you need to enter my code FRASE. Enter code FRASE. That's bioclarity.com and enter my code FRASE. Okay. Is Paul on the line?
He's texting me right now. He's like, get your ass ready. I'm like, oh God.
Wow.
We're about to have a fight, a brawl right here.
Oh, he picked up like first one.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Now let me tell you something. Now I'm watching this show.
Okay.
And I see AJ fumbling with her phone, trying desperately to get me on the line, yet my phone is not ringing. AJ, sweetie, I'm not your enemy, honey. You can have your little spotlight when I'm out of town. It's not a big deal. You don't have to pretend to call me.
No, you know what it was, Paul? I swear. We were calling your Skype name. It was calling you on Skype, but it said you weren't online. Then I realized I had to call you via...
When I saw you on the live show, you were eating strawberries, sweetie. You didn't look like you were downing anything, honey.
Hey, I got a Starbucks cheese plate. All right. Who doesn't enjoy a good cheese selection?
On the live show, you were eating strawberries. Paul, where are you? You're in Delaware?
Yeah, what's going on, Paul?
I'm in Delaware. I'm in the lounge in my mother's house. Hey, how y'all doing?
How y'all doing? Are you still in your pajamas? Are you like lounging?
Yes, I'm luxuriating. But you know the interesting thing about you, AJ?
Oh God.
You know, you talked about me like a dog earlier in the show.
No, I did not.
You, sweetie. But what you left out, sweetie, you left out the fact that I called you after you played me last week on the show. I said, AJ, you are the most talented comedic actress I know.
You literally made me cry of joy.
Well, now I feel like he's going to make you cry.
Said, anything I can do to advance your career. Now, see, she left all that out, listeners. Now, she left all that out.
I didn't know if I could like...
Said I was a diva.
I did not say...
Yeah, I'm cutting you off every chance I get.
No,
She's had such a hard day today, honestly. When she comes in here, right? And everyone, like at Podcast Village, they're amazing. But there's Shannon, who is the office manager here, likes everything a certain way. So AJ throws away her Starbucks cup that has like literally, I don't know, maybe 2 sips of coffee at the bottom. And Shannon pulls out the cup and she goes, AJ, what is this? I'm going to need you to empty this in the sink. I get coffee all over myself. From the moment AJ has walked in today, it has been nothing but shit.
I left a sign out on there. Immediately they walk in, they go, you got to get rid of that shit. Like, why is that out here? You know that's your shit, right? It has to be moved. I was like, all right, well, hi to you too. I hope you had a great weekend. That was my hello.
Paul,
wait, you talking about the place that you work all those other days too? You do all that and they still treat you like shit?
Yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's
Wouldn't
what I'm saying.
Then AJ's mom.
Yes, I need champagne.
I'm sorry. Are you?
My mom is sitting here cracking up. She's watching you all double over laughing. My mom is.
Are you really having champagne? We are so jealous.
I know. I love you guys.
This life. Oh my God.
Why don't you Skype me where you can actually see me? You can see for yourself.
You know what? We need to do this. Are you on your computer?
Yeah.
We'll call you back. You just have to have your Skype app open.
Call me back.
Do you wait, hold on. AJ, do you know his Skype name?
Yeah.
You do? Okay. Yeah, we'll call him back. Oh my God, how is he drinking champagne on a Monday at 1:10 p.m.? What am I doing wrong with my life?
I mean, where's our alcohol? We
didn't even pour any. We drank it all yesterday. Anyway, you've had the worst day. The coffee thing, then Paul going after you. And then last night, her mom tunes into our 107.3 show, and we were talking about FetLife. We had a listener earlier last week. She hasn't had sex with her man in 4 years. She got on FetLife. She found this guy who really wants to tickle her. She sent us the videos, and he's like foreign. He's like Australian. He's like tickle, 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 and he like sends her all these stuff. And I'm like, send me these videos. I love these. We talk about it on 107.3. Your mom, what is she like? Wakes you up this morning, like before you've even had your coffee, and she's like, AJ, you guys are going to hell. You've got to find a different job. You're talking about FetLife. You're encouraging people to go on there and cheat on their significant others.
Yep. That's exactly how I woke up this morning. I'm like, I'm sorry, what?
You've had the day from hell already. You cannot get a break today.
Can't get a break.
Maybe we should open the phone lines and let people just shit all over you.
That would really help me. And then, okay, yeah. I was going to say maybe like give me words of praise, but no. Just shit on me more, honestly.
People are loving this Paul versus AJ drama.
Look, y'all. I'll be on my ass every damn day. I hope you know what?
S. Trujillo, hi, I love this show. Last Wednesday was the best. Heart eyes, heart eyes. I just called the 888 number. Why isn't it working? That's from Paul Warden. Paul, we're calling you back.
Damn, Paul, you're really just...
We're calling you back on Skype.
Can't wait to get him up here.
He's drinking champagne at his mom's house in Delaware. I know she lives in this fabulous home. How come... My God. I gotta...
Connecting. I know, we really got to step our game up.
How come we can't get this? Your mom basically said that, you're a sinner for life.
Paul isn't online.
What? Paul, we need you to Skype us. Make it happen, Paul.
Ollie Wall. Okay. Well, yeah. So and I want to reiterate, Paul did call me and gave me this literal sweetest message. He says, I'm so talented. And he said that he was honored. But really, I just think he loved that I was pretending to be him. Like, obviously, he loved it. Let's be honest. Like, you loved it because I was impersonating you, which is such a form of flattery because I love you.
We love busting his chops. And we do. Like, there's something so fun about, he's a great sport. And Paul is fucking talented as hell, which everybody on this podcast knows. There's nobody more entertaining ever. I swear, I always attract like the best co-hosts of all time. I always say Sammy K, one of the funniest, greatest comics ever. Paul is another person who is beyond talented. AJ, you are like the next big star. And then I'm just going to get older and my tits are going to get lower. And I don't even know what is going to happen. But
okay, so Sarah's fishing for her compliments.
No one wants to dress as me. You know why? Because I'm just a boring white chick. You know why? White people don't all look the same. You could really, really. Someone could go as me for Halloween. You'd think. No, one taker.
Not one damn taker.
Yeah. I mean, God, all you got to do is have like a breadstick body, dress yourself up like, I don't know, in some boring ASO shirt. Boom. Someone could go as me.
You're Sarah, a vibrator in one hand, a mic in the other.
That's right. And no one dresses up as me, though. But I can't wait to get, when we have our live show, the 3rd anniversary of Hey Frase. We're trying to get Paul on the line, but I don't know if we're going to be able to Skype him. The 3rd anniversary of the Hey Frase podcast, if you can believe, the show is 3 years old. November 29th, AFI Theater. We only have 7 VIP tickets left. VIP tickets include a meet and greet with AJ and me, starting at 6:30, light bites, swag bag, incredible VIP swag bag. You're only getting a swag bag filled with all kinds of fabulous treats if you buy the VIP ticket. They're $35. You're going to be able to enjoy drinks and cocktails with us. It's going to be amazing. Priority seating, the whole works. You got to get those tickets because there's 7 left and there's about 100 regular admission left. So we're going to sell out that show. Sammy Kay's coming back. Paul Wharton. AJ will be there. She's going to be hosting and doing stand-up. Danny Starr. All I think some of the best and most beloved guests of the past 3 years. I can't believe Sammy Kay is coming back. He's bringing his son Dax.
I'm so excited to see the baby.
And I want Paul and Sammy to do a lie detector test and find out if they love each other or they hate each other once and for all. Like, is there a sexual attraction there?
I feel like there's some like lost, some tension for sure.
If you want tickets, eventbrite.com. Hey, Frase, it's the 3rd anniversary show. It's going to be one for the record. It's going to be crazy. I'm just debating if I'm going to get drunk at the 6:30 pre-show, VIP like lounge event, or if I'm going to wait.
If you guys are willing to get drunk with me, I'll get drunk with you. If you want to take shots, hit me up. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to drink.
Hi, Sarah. This is Genevieve. Hi, Sarah and EJ. I love your show.
Love you
I listen
too.
at work and it gets me through the day. Also, hi to my bestie, Christina. Oh my God, we love Christina. She's amazing. She's here on Wednesdays. I can't wait for the live show. That's what Linda says. We cannot wait for that too. All right, I guess we've got to move on, unfortunately. Paul, we don't know what the deal is. We can call and get you back on the phone. But we wanted to see too. We wanted to see what your mom's house looked like and how you were drinking champagne at 1:00 in the afternoon and what we're doing wrong with our lives. All right, well, let's get to a couple more stories. We do this new thing too called 4 Things That Are Poppin', which is basically all the celebrity news of the week or of the past couple of days, because we have so much going on this show. We're trying to organize it slightly. So there were some great stories. One, I teased this. Frankie Grande, who is Ariana Grande's brother, has announced over the weekend that he is in a loving relationship with 2 guys, a married couple. Grande reveals that he's been dating the married couple for the past 3 months. I can't even believe this. How does this guy do it? The 35-year-old dancer says he's very happy with Mike Popus and Daniel Cincesone.
I don't have words for this. It's too much for me. I can't even comprehend this. If I even said one thing, my mom would be like, "Oh,
see, we need Paul here because this is like amazing to me. How do you keep 2 people happy? So happy that they want to be with you for 3 months. That's amazing.
3 months, right? Well, we're hoping he stays with them a lot longer. I mean,
can you imagine?
I wonder who initiated this thing with him. Like,
don't you have so many questions?
So many questions.
And here's my thing: when you're dating a married couple, like, do you all have to hook up together? Can you hook up like with one person one night and then like this seems so much fun to me, but it seems like a lot of things to balance, right?
So much. I mean, with my history of watching Sister Wives, I know that the husband goes from wife to wife to wife, and they all live in separate houses.
Yeah, do they have a schedule?
Deal.
Like, is Monday dedicated to so and so? Really?
Yes, and the women get jealous because they're like, "You had him yesterday; it's my day," and then he wants to spend time with the other woman. So I feel like this maybe is a little bit different. How
different? This sounds awesome
they
to
all
me.
live together, I think, right?
They all live together. They're those 2, Mike and Daniel are married, but now Frankie's in the mix. I have so many questions. Like, I mean, how does this all work? Do you all sleep in one big bed? Like a married couple?
Or maybe if they're just dating, they go on dates and then he sometimes comes over. Like a regular dating relationship. It just happens to be 3 people instead of 2.
This blows my mind. Really?
No, your Instagram's cracked me up because you're like, how does he keep 2 men happy? I can't even keep 1 man happy.
I can't. I mean, and 1 man can't keep me happy, so maybe I should try this.
You need a throuple.
But then can you imagine dating like a heterosexual couple? Like, how would that work?
That seems like a lot of emotions.
That seems a ton of emotions, right?
I can think of so many better things than dating you and Dan together. That sounds like just no.
See, I want Paul to weigh in on this because I need to know all of Paul's opinions and theories. I mean, this is amazing to me. I love that people can do all these relationship things. It's so great to me.
Oh, yeah, I know.
And then also, I just can't stand people. Can you imagine that? Then you got to sit down and talk to 2 people every night at dinner? No.
That's a lot. That's a lot of stuff to remember.
Yes.
Their life, their other life, my life. No.
People are giving it thumbs up.
Hello?
Oh, hi, hon. We can't figure out how to Skype you for some reason.
It says you're not online. I don't know.
I'm on here right now figuring this out. What time is the show over?
Well, in like 15 minutes. This is like 15
we can ask you questions.
Wait, we just need to know your opinion on this. Frankie Grande is in a relationship with a married couple, 2 guys. Paul, do you have any friends that have ever tried this?
Absolutely.
Really? Does
Absolutely,
it work?
Well, first of all, it reminds me of that segment, Expectations.
Wait, what's it called? What expectations?
You know, the SNL skit, Lowered Expectations.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's what that reminds me of. know, because I feel like those people are committed to each other. They get on each other's health insurance. They got good benefits, a pension plan. They take each other to the mama's house for Thanksgiving and Christmas. And then what does he get? You know, he gets to roll around and, you know, with all that foolishness at night. But really, the only commitment that's being made is to those other two people. So I think he gets the short end of the bargain.
So you're not down for it?
I'm not down for it. You know, I had another friend who was married to a guy. These are three men. He was married to a guy named Matt.
Okay.
And he met a boyfriend named Matt. Two Matts, and then the original guy. And then the boyfriend Matt moved to Germany, met a girl and got married. And then the guy who was married to the first Matt met a new Matt, divorced the first Matt, and married the third Matt. And I swear that really happened.
Really?
That's a lot of Matts.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Well, I'm amazed. I put this up on Instagram, and I had a couple people message, and they said that they're in relationships like this, and it's working. And I'm just blown away. I'm like, that is unbelievable to me. Like, but I think it's just me. Like, I'm a commitment phobe or whatever. So I would be like, oh my God, now I got to balance two people. This is like crazy. I don't know. And then like I couldn't even like, who do you have sex with? And then everybody at once.
We're jealous for stuff like that. I mean, I don't know. I just don't know that I can share all the time. You know?
I agree. Yeah. Plus, I just feel like I'm awkward enough having sex. Then you got to have two people watching you and directing you. It's just like so much.
All I'm doing,
all that romping around, and then in the morning, it's like if I got stuck with the dishes, I'd burn the damn house down.
There's three of us here. Why am I stuck with the dishes?
You think you just go come over to my house with all that jizzing and all that going on and romp around with my motherfucking husband, and in the morning you won't leave me with a sink full of dirty dishes?
Yeah.
Oh, hell no. I just hold shit on fire.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
This is great. I mean, I got to ask Dan, though. I mean, he's, you know, we already have so much Tupperware between the two of us. Then you add a third person. I mean, his stacks of Tupperware would just be crazy of all the lunches he's got to make. I can't even imagine.
Yeah, you know,
true.
We find that we're connected in just the oddest ways.
Really, though.
Why, you have a big Tupperware collection, too?
Oh, I mean, we just connect on certain things, but you just come out with this stuff like, you know, and then there's the Tupperware.
I mean, that's how I think about these things. I don't want another adult there hanging out all the time. I mean, my God, the counter is overwhelmed with Tupperware as it is, and Dan's going to make a third lunch. I mean, oh my God. I mean, we can hardly see the countertop as is. He's got every snack out, my bread, my toast. It goes on and on.
Can you please run camera on this in the morning at your house? I need to see what's going on over there.
Oh, I will. I'll tell. Today, honest to God, some days, I'm not even joking with you. He will literally pack 10 different Tupperware containers for himself because he has his mid-breakfast snack, then he has lunch, then he has 2 afternoon snacks, then he has dinner, then he doesn't like things to like mix and match, so then he's got his bread. Honest to God, I swear to God, I'm like...
You have every size container. You know, I can barely find a matching top and bottom. He has like 15 stacked on top of each other. I'm like, where the fuck is that every top?
Okay, wait, we got to run through some other celebrity stories. Do you believe that Kim Kardashian spends $100,000 a year on G-strings?
Oh, no. I think that most people send those to her.
Oh, I know. She probably gets them for free. Ray J was out spilling more dirt about Kim K to The Sun over the weekend. He says that when they were doing their infamous sex tape, that it wasn't uncommon for them to have 12-hour party sessions where she would even take phone calls from Kris Jenner while they were having sex, or she would stop and touch up her makeup. Do you think that? See, I believe that.
And she's like, I can't sweat during sex.
Yeah, but I'm so desperate that he's still talking about that. I guess every few years when he runs out of cash, he talks about Kim again.
That is
I agree.
exactly what Sarah said.
He's so desperate. I think to keep himself relevant, he continues. She, by the way, denies all this. She says it's absolutely comical to her. She says he's desperate too. He went on to give details that after touching up her makeup, she would only drink $300 Cristal champagne. Now, this sounds like you, Paul. And it's going to be chilled to 22 degrees. How the hell do you know if a drink is at 22 degrees? Oh, I'm sorry. It's at 24. I can't drink that. Who knows that?
Well, I'll tell you, I went on a date with Kim Kardashian, as you all well know.
Yes.
And I have personal experience. We held hands the whole night. I walked her around. And you know who else came to join us? That Brittany Gastineau chick. Y'all remember the Gastineau
Oh my
girl?
God. I used to love Brittany Gastineau. Yeah, she was a socialite in New York, and she and her mom, I think, had a reality show for like a hot second. Then something happened.
Had a reality show.
Whoa.
Yeah, Brittany Gastineau. But anyway, one thing that I know for sure, because we walked around the park, there's like 4 floors in the park, and she would like lead the way, and she was holding my hand, and I remember tapping that booty a couple of times. Because it was crowded. Me too. Don't even try to get me. But we went to the bar a couple of times, and she didn't drink. So
He did not drink.
I've always heard that too. Yeah, I've always heard she never drank either. Ray J is so desperate. I mean, come on. He needs to go back and write another, One Wish song and get relevant again. Because he's just like trying to hold on to Kim Kardashian. It's so ridiculous. But I do think that Kim would take a phone call from Kris Jenner. Who wouldn't take a phone call from Kris Jenner during sex?
Oh, after you're doing so great, sweetie. I mean, Kris Jenner is the bomb. I just love her. My mom and I were watching them earlier.
How do you feel about this? Michelle Williams, former member of Destiny's Child, is taking and talking about the backlash that she's received over her interracial relationship. She says that she's been called a bedwench, and her show debuted.
That's not funny, but like bedwench just makes me laugh.
The show debuted over the weekend on OWN on Saturday night at 9 p.m. And she talks about her husband, Chad, who looks like a really boring white guy. And
he looks like Dan, Sarah.
He looks like Dan. He looks exactly like Dan.
He doesn't look like that to me. I thought Chad was a light-skinned black guy. I swear. I don't know if any of the listeners have looked at it, but can anybody co-sign that for me?
I don't know. He looks awfully white in this photo, but maybe not.
No, he looks like a super light-skinned black guy. Chad obviously goes to the tanning salon. He's got like a little bronzy hue on top of his very pale skin, but he looks like he's got a little flavor to him.
I mean,
she says they've been called all kinds of names, and they believe that people's opinions are how they perceive race and interracial romances. If it's a racial thing from the outside, it's definitely a lie projected on us. This is what Chad says. People end up saying us and start protecting their own racial biases, concerns, or whatever, and it really is exposing them more than it is about us. The couple added that the backlash they received has only led them to learn more about each other. And Chad complimented Michelle on her ability to appreciate the parts of his upbringing that she didn't fully understand. So there you go.
Let me say something about this. And women that are in the public eye that bring men into their lives, and the men, they have these short courtships, and then before you know it, they're getting engaged. And a lot of times the guys are prepped and positioned to be like, the next big reality star guy or whatever. Like, for instance, Chad with Michelle. Also, last night you saw the Atlanta Housewives premiere.
Yes.
And Portia is in a new relationship with this guy who is, like, for cool and the sneakers, and he's buying her a $300,000 ring. They've only been dating for a couple of months. None of the other girls know them.
God.
So
sounds great.
These girls just like, are these guys using them, or are they just out there to find love like any other woman? And you think these guys really love them?
I think it's hit or miss. I mean, I don't know. This guy, Chad, seems like he's really into Michelle Williams, I have to say. I think their body chemistry looks really great. Portia, it's hard. Portia's been through so many guys. I mean, I've got to watch it. I've got it DVR'd. I haven't watched it. Kenya, I mean, I really want it to work, but it seems like they sort of cycle through, all these guys as quickly as possible, and they see what they can buy them. So I don't know, I mean, I hope it works. You want it to work, but they seem like they're very, I don't know, you know Portia better than I do. And I wanted, the last 4 things that are poppin' story that I wanted to ask you about was Angela Simmons, because you did a really sweet post about her. I know that you had met her and you know her, but absolutely tragic that Angela Simmons' ex-fiance Sutton Tennyson was murdered over the weekend in his driveway. Also, the father of her child, he was shot and killed at his Atlanta home. According to TMZ, they responded to shots fired. Originally, it was being reported that it was a home invasion, but now they say that it was a couple of guys. Well, it was him and another gentleman arguing that then escalated, and he was shot. The suspect fled in a car. And I don't know if they've made an arrest yet. I haven't seen that they have.
Yeah. I mean, very, very sad. I know that family well. Vanessa, her sister, Vanessa that's on Project Runway, she and I and Vivica Fox and Farnsworth Bentley hosted the first black kind of fashion police style show on BET called Who Wore What. So I got to know her well. And from there, she introduced me to her sister. And when I moved to New York back in 2013 for like the second or third time, Angela was my neighbor down the street, and we hooked up, and then she started to come over, and we would hang out like that. So we became closer friends. So, I mean, I know that they weren't currently together.
Right.
But it's so sad. I mean, they were engaged for a time, but they kind of had an on-again, off-again relationship. She had just recently decided to kind of move on, but it was fresh,
I know. I thought you put up a really nice message, just like praying for her family. And of course, everybody knows Angela from Reverend Run's reality show, Run's House.
Yeah, and now she's also on Growing Up Hip Hop on WeTV.
Yes.
Started that show with Chad Moss. What's Chad's name? Little Bow Wow.
Oh,
Chad
yeah,
Moss,
yeah. Okay, yeah, yeah. Little Bow Wow.
He's on that as well, and she's just a really, really sweet person. Another one that doesn't drink. She would come over, and I would have all these craft cocktails and all this food, and she just never really had a cocktail, but she was so much fun, and I just feel really badly for her.
That was terrible. Well, we want to end the show on Pineapple Mail. We want you to we need your opinion on this, Paul, because I think you'll have a lot to say about this. So, Pineapple Mail, you can always email me, sarah@heyfrase.com. Please reveal all. We try to give you everything that's going on in our life, and then we try to give you some advice, which, I don't know. I think our advice is okay. I mean, I would ask like a few other people, and then see where the best advice comes from.
Yeah.
All right. This woman says, "Look, I want to be called Diane. Feel free to share this on the podcast and radio show. Just make me anonymous. Call me Diane. Hey, Sarah, longtime listener here. I had the most bizarre experience happen to me, and I thought this was a good pineapple mail. It all starts with me getting a boob job a little over a month ago. Once they started healing and looking right, I started to show a few of my girlfriends the results, because why spend $8,000 if you can't show people? Okay. One of my friends has always had a tendency to copy certain things that I do. Like if I get a nice handbag or a pair of Stuart Weitzmans, she runs out and gets the exact same pair. That never really bothered me. Imitation is a form of flattery and all. But I never could have imagined the next move she'd make. ... I was at her house last Monday and showed her my new goods. She loved them and mentioned she really had been wanting to get hers done too. I gave her my doctor's info because he was fab and kept it moving. She had a consultation within 2 days. At the consultation, she starts texting me questions like, what exact CCs did you get? What type of implant? And then, can you send me a photo of them? I said no to the photo, but sent her my implant info. And what I assume was the end of her appointment, she tells me she's getting the exact same implants, size and all. And procedure as me, and that's she's asking if he's available the very next day. He didn't, so she ended up making the appointment for last week. Keep in mind, I had my consultation 3 full months before my procedure. I'm feeling single white female vibes in a major way. In what universe does your good friend get the exact same boob job as you only 1 week after you show them to her? Am I crazy, or is this fucking weird as hell? If you think this is a good story for Pineapple Mail, please feel free to share. Thanks for any feedback. Super creeped out over here. Diane, what do you guys think? Okay.
Wow.
What would you do? This woman sounds like another level. Within a week of your boob job healing, your friend goes to the exact same doctor, gets the exact same implants, already has is in the recovery room now. What do you do? Do you still be friends with her? That's crazy.
I think you just need to hear her out. Maybe she's going through something, and this is her way of dealing with it, just like by copying everybody else. I don't know. She just has to confront her, talk to her about it, and if she really values this friendship, just have it out.
Wait a minute.
Talk about it.
Could you really stay friends though with someone who did that? Buying a pair of shoes is one thing. This woman goes to the exact same doctor, wants a picture of your new.
There's
boobs.
something deeper here. There's something deeper.
I mean, that's not like a small surgery.
I know. I don't know.
I don't know.
This is an extreme case, but I feel like there's something deeper there that she's that is going on in their relationship, I would just talk to her about it and be like, hey, yo, you got the same boobs as me. What's going on?
Paul, what would you do? Would you continue to stay friends with her?
I would shit on her.
I guess there's a couple of things here. One thing Maya Angelou always says, and we've all heard Oprah say this a million times, when someone shows you who they are, believe them. This person started the email by saying, my friend always copies me. Okay, so you paid $8,000, hopefully for yourself, to feel better about yourself and to really just enjoy that because you can do it and maybe it will enhance your dating life or whatever else you want to do. But you decided to show your friend that you know copies what you do. The other thing that my mom always says is never let your left hand know what your right hand is doing. Now, I don't quite know what that means. Mom, what does that mean? I need an explanation. But
okay.
It basically means sometimes you have to go, keep things, plan things, execute them, but not divulge everything to the people around you. Your process is your process. How you got there, how you got that flawless figure and silhouette is your business, but you got there.
Right.
So I just say that, sometimes I guess imitation is a form of flattery, but I'm not really surprised. Mom, what does never let your right hand know what your left hand is doing mean?
You know what it means? It means don't ever, ever, ever put everything out in the open for people to take it and use it against you, and therefore you would have the upper hand, and you don't ever, ever, ever want anybody to know the other side of what you're thinking. Move on, do what you have to do, because once you tell it all, then everybody gets
then it's out there.
Oh, that's good advice.
Rip you off. Yeah. So you know what? She should learn from this. But I'll tell you that that her friend getting this boob job isn't going to detriment her one bit. Sometimes you have to take a little step back from some of your friends, do your own thing, get a whole new group of people. I have done a major friend purge. I talked about this on Politics last week with Amanda Seals, and she was on. We've both done recent purges of toxic friendships.
Yeah.
And I think that's one for our listener that, just wish her well and keep it stepping.
Well, I think that's good advice. My only concern is that when does this sort of flattery become an unhealthy obsession? You know what I'm saying? Like, I would be a little concerned and really do some evaluation with maybe like other good friends. Like, does this seem like it's getting to a place that could be dangerous?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because people I agree with you, AJ. I mean, I think this woman obviously has some real underlying issues that she's simultaneously living Diane's life. So I think you've got to really also go, is this getting to the point that could this be endangering me if Diane has kids? I think because we see it all the time, right? That people become obsessed with other human beings and then, take actions that no one anticipated. So I think I would really do some soul searching, like, hey, okay, shoes is one thing. Where are we going with this? And I don't know. I might sit down and talk to her and just say, I'm a little concerned. Like, I don't know that I would.
Sarah, but the only thing is, before you get to that point, you have to realize and take into account how culpable you are in the situation. Like, she just invited this woman into that conversation, showed her boobs. Before you label someone a stalker and obsessed with you, you have to pull back first. If they keep pushing,
no, that's true. That's good advice.
Showing up at your gym, showing up at Siren, I'm just kidding. Showing up at the places you like to go, the bars you like to go to, then it's like, oh, wait, hold up. I'm not a part of this, and you're still pushing through. Now we have a problem.
Okay, I like that advice. And I can tend to be like a little overly dramatic. But so maybe I would do some inventory on myself. Like, am I kind of flashing this stuff in front of her and she's trying to keep up with me? And, is that really the right thing to do? So you're right. I mean, I like that advice for Diane. Maybe like you said, don't show all your cards, and maybe that kind of puts some, distance on it. So this woman kind of goes and lives her life. Yeah, that's Diane. You've got to follow up with us. I think I like Paul's advice on this. And I do think the friend, there's some big things going on to go out and get a boob job, the exact same one a week later. But I think it's a twofold thing. See how your friend's mental health. Step back. I like that. Good advice. All right, perfect. Well, Paul, we hope you're having a great time. It sounds like having champagne at 1:41 in the afternoon is everywhere where we want to be. So
I'll send you a picture.
Send us a photo. We will see you soon. We love you lots. The live show is going to be amazing. I can't wait to have you, Sammy K, on stage. Paul, we only have 7 VIP tickets left. Then we're going to be sold out of those. I know those sold less than a week, so you've got to log on. Eventbrite, Hey Frase. Everybody is coming back. Paul, you're a huge fan favorite. Plus with Sammy K, I can't wait to see your dynamic again. It's going to be so good.
Oh, I can't wait. Well, listen, you all have a fabulous day, and I will see everybody next week, okay?
Bye, honey. Love you. We'll see you soon.
Paul. Please, can we hang out?
Bye, AJ.
Bye.
Bye.
Love you too, honey. Bye. Be sure to get your tickets to the live show. It's the 3rd anniversary. Because of you guys, this podcast has continued. We've gotten great sponsors. I never want to charge you a dime for this content. So please support us, support the show, buy tickets to the live show, and also support our sponsors, Total Dental Care, Dr. Mintz. Definitely go get your medical marijuana card in DC, in Maryland, BioClarity, because I always want you to have free access to this craziness and feel like you can disclose anything to us because we do the same for you. It's a full, transparent, radically transparent show.
Radically transparent.
And you're going to see how transparent it is live on stage, okay? It's a once-in-a-lifetime
going down.
3rd anniversary show. I mean, I have goosebumps just thinking about how great it's going to be. Sammy K, Danny Starr, Paul Wharton, AJ is hosting, myself, all live on stage, AFI Theater, November 29th. I bet those VIPs will be sold out later today. So get those. We'll see you guys. Bye, everybody! Pod.
All right, now I want champagne.
Oh my God, we need champagne. How do we work less and drink more champagne?